Good morning, everyone. It's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor, and it's Friday Fab Five time. I do this every Friday at 9:30 a.m. Central. I share 5 of my favorite things with you guys this week, and so I've got some fun things to share with you all. A lot of the things this week are based on stuff you guys have asked me about over the past week because this week we've been doing the Pumpkin Trio workshop, and we wrapped it up last night. I was going to show you. I actually ended up painting it just a hair differently last night. So the colors are just a little brighter. And the greens on the leaves are a little different. I actually think I like this version better than that version. So we taught this past week in the Pumpkin Trio workshop, and it was so much fun. I cannot wait to share some of the photos with you guys of all the ones that everybody completed during that workshop. It's so fun for me to see everybody get excited about the first door hanger that they've painted, or learning a new skill. And so there was a lot of people who felt like they really learned a lot this week, so I was excited. Hi Sue, hello, good morning Sam and Roxy and Wanda. I hope you are doing well this morning. Wanda said she had a wonderful time. Good morning, the other Wanda. Hey Christy Rayner. All right, so I've got 5 of my favorites to share with you guys today. And one of the items, I'm actually going to do a quick demo on how it works, because I'm going to kind of give you a preview, because you may want to order some of this because we're going to be using it next week. So we're going to start with that one. And I'm actually going to do a split screen here. So we're going to put this to the side for a minute. I have just a little wooden ornament here, and I wanted to demonstrate to you guys how this stuff works. So how many of you guys have ever used foil? Have any of you guys ever used foils on your art projects? If you haven't, you're going to be amazed. Whoops, I didn't mean to make that flip. Hold on. There we go. Sorry. I was trying to get y'all as close as possible. So I've got the camera way down here. And Nancy said, are you sure it's Friday already? I kind of questioned it myself, Nancy. I wasn't quite sure, but I think it is. Okay, so foils look like this. They're kind of like, they remind me of like gift wrap or tissue paper, but they're kind of like, they've got a pattern on them usually, or just a pretty color. So look, y'all know I've got a leopard print one. So I'm going to show you guys how these work. I got these from my friend Jennifer Ferguson. She has a website called Artistic Painting Studio. Look, here's the tiny leopard print. I also have big leopard print. Which one should we use? Y'all comment and let me know. Should we use big leopard print or small leopard print on this little ornament? I'm going to demo it for you guys so you guys see how they work. So comment big or small. Which one should I do? Amanda says, I've never used foil. These are amazing. Christy knows. Christy said foils are a game changer. We used foils at the event in Dallas that we did this past summer, and they're so, so fun. I'm seeing a big mix of opinions here. I see lots of people saying big, lots of people saying small. I feel like small is slightly winning out over big, so we'll go with small. I haven't actually used the small one before. Okay, so if you buy foils from Artistic Painting Studio, I've got my link up in the description. You're also going to need some of this foil adhesive that she sells. It's a type of adhesive that once you spread it on, it remains tacky, or it dries tacky. So I'm just going to pick up just a little bit of this on my brush and spread it on this little ornament. And we're going to spread it as thin as possible, because if we don't do it thin, then you have to wait a couple of hours for this adhesive to dry. And Fab 5 does not last 2 hours long. It's usually 20 or 30 minutes long. So we don't have time to wait 2 hours. So we're going to spread it super, super thin. The other thing is depending on the color of the foil you're using, you may have to paint underneath the foil first. Because I'm painting with this leopard print, or because I'm using the leopard print foil, and the wood that we're putting this on is already it's kind of like the background color. It's kind of tan. I don't need to do a base coat of any sort of paint. But if you were to use some other kind of foil, like the foil is just slightly transparent. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. And so if you want a certain color to be bold in your foil, you'll need to put down a base coat of that color first. So So if this was not tan already, I would need to paint it tan so that it's got a good base coat. Okay. While that's drying, we're going to move on to the next Fab 5 item, and we will come back to that. Okay. So you got to stay tuned to see how the foils work, because we have to let that dry for a few minutes. Hi, Chastity. We're getting ready to demonstrate how to use foils. I think you were at Dallas in July, so you probably already know how to do this, but a lot of people have never used foils. Charlotte said, I have foils, but I messed up the one time I used them. Okay, well, hopefully you'll learn a couple tips during this quick little demo today that will help you do better next time with them. Debbie said, I just ordered some and they arrived yesterday. Yay! What pattern will you be using? Oh, we're using the small leopard. I think it had slightly more votes than the large leopard. I'm also going to be demoing these foils next week. So let's move on to Friday Fab 5 item number 2. I'm going to be teaching next week, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night live. It'll be probably at 7 p.m. each night, except Wednesday night. It'll be later. It'll be at like 8:30 p.m. because I go to church on Wednesday nights. But each night, I'm going to be painting this shape. It says the word fall, and instead of an A, it's a pumpkin. And so I'm going to change it up every night. If you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you may remember that I did this back in the spring. I always like to choose a design that I know I can paint a million different ways. And so I will usually choose that design, and then I will go live 4 nights in a row, painting it differently every night. So one of the nights next week, I'm going to use some foils on that word that says fall. And so some of them may be door hanger size. Some of them may be more like just something to set on a shelf or something like that. But I'm going to teach you different methods and ways that you can paint the same design. So Friday Fab item number 2 is this shape, which you can get the template for $7. Actually, it may be $5. I don't remember if it's 5 or 7 in our shop. And then you can get the wood cutout for it in 4 different sizes: 6-inch, 8, 12, and 20-inch. So if you want to paint along with me, I don't know if you probably won't get it in time to paint live with me next week, but you could watch the replays and follow some of those tutorials. Let's see. Hi, Tammy. Glad you made it. Oh, Lori, you haven't missed the foil yet. All we've done so far for the foil is put the adhesive on the wood piece. We're letting it dry while I go through the other Fab 5 items, and then we're going to circle back to the foil at the end, okay? Lori, you buy the foil at artisticpaintingstudio.com. I've got the link, my affiliate link for you up in the description. Carrie said, the first time I used the foils, I got too much adhesive and it came out sticky. I was grateful for Southern Adornments Live to learn. Yeah, there's a few little tricks that if you get it right, you're going to be obsessed and you're going to be wanting to put this on everything. Okay, so Fab 5 item number 2 was the fall cutout. So if you want to order one of those or maybe get the template so that you have one to do, I'm going to be painting it 4 different ways next week. And we're going to demonstrate 4 like levels of painting. So if you're a beginner with like 0 painting experience, night number 1, Tuesday night, is going to be for you, because I'm going to teach it as simple as possible so that the beginner doesn't feel overwhelmed. Night number 2, which is Wednesday night, we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to add a little bit more detail, a little bit more of something to it. Night number 3, it'll get even more detailed. And then by night number 4, it'll be like the most pizzazzed door hanger you've ever seen. So it's to kind of demonstrate how when somebody joins Painters Clubhouse, because it's opening next week on Tuesday, when somebody joins Painters Clubhouse, maybe they don't have very much painting experience. So most of their door hangers may not have a ton of embellishments, but they may just be cute and whimsical. And then by the end, or not by the end, but after some time in Painters Clubhouse, they learn new techniques, they grow their skills, and they become more confident, and they develop their own style. So it's kind of to show that progression of how you could progress as you move through Painters Clubhouse. Kelly ended up joining Painters Clubhouse. Wonderful. Now, if you are wondering when you can join Painters Clubhouse, that starts on Tuesday. There are some early bird bonuses you get if you sign up on the first day. So make sure and sign up on Tuesday if you aren't a participant in our Pumpkin Trio workshop, because our Pumpkin Trio gals got to sign up early. Vicki loves that template. I do too. It's just so versatile. But he says it's only $5. I have it in my cart. Okay, good. All right. Item number, what number are we on? We're number 3. One of the items that I got asked about a lot this past week, I think because on Tuesday, in my live Q&A. So this past Tuesday, I didn't paint live here on my page. I ended up doing a live Q&A, and I used this mixed media pad to demonstrate like a technique with ombre. And so a lot of you had questions about my little mixed media pad, and you wanted to see what else was in it. And so we flipped through it and showed you what all was in here. And essentially, this is a good like practice book. And so if you wanted to practice techniques or maybe practice a canvas painting, that's what I did with, where is it? With this one right here. I followed one of Christy Hawkins' painting tutorials. And so you could practice painting on this because this paper is so thick that even though I completely covered this side, look, the other side, I can paint on that side too. It's perforated, so I could tear this out and put it in a frame if I wanted to. It's just really great to have on hand so that you can practice certain techniques, or you can paint something even without having like a wood cutout or a canvas on hand. So if you don't have one of those, you can pick them up in multiple places. I think Michael's and Hobby Lobby sells them. Amazon, I think that's where I have this one linked. They're anywhere from like $15 to $20 or so. Oh, thank you, Donna. Everybody's talking about Painters Clubhouse over in the comments. I appreciate y'all. Laura said, I joined 2 years ago and I've never regretted it. Well, I hope that we have lots of people join this next week because I know it's been so beneficial to so many people. Painting is very therapeutic. And so if you're needing that sort of serotonin boost in your life, if you need a little bit of something to help you reduce your stress, joining Painters Clubhouse and painting door hangers is definitely beneficial. Okay, next item on the Fab 5 list. Let's see. Okay, another item I got asked about a lot this past week, and I have shared this before on here, but is this little heat gun. Everybody wanted to know where it came from because I use it every time I paint. I dry the paint with this. Do not use it on your hair. It's a heat gun. It will damage your hair. But if you use it to dry the paint, it's whisper quiet. So if you're watching a show on Netflix while you're painting or something, or if you're watching me teaching a tutorial while you're painting and you want to be able to hear the tutorial over the hairdryer, this call denied. So y'all can hear what it sounds like. Nice and quiet, right? You can still hear me talking over the heat gun. It's not real loud or anything, and it gets the job done super fast. Also, it doesn't blow really, really hard. You know, like a hairdryer, you turn it on and everything like flies across the table. That doesn't happen with this. It blows nice and soft. And I got it on Amazon, so I'll put the link in for you. Okay, good tip. Jean says Michael has the painting notebook, buy one, get one half right now. So run to Michael's and grab one. Oh, thank you. Eunice said, I joined Painters Clubhouse in April. It's the best thing I've done for myself. I hear that all the time. Kathy, you can get this little heat dryer on Amazon. Jessica says, it's amazing. My husband definitely appreciates it. Is your husband like mine, Jessica? My husband does not like any kind of, I guess you would call it, do you call it white noise? Like if I'm using my actual hairdryer in my bathroom, he's like, will you shut the door, please? He doesn't want to hear it. If I'm using even the vacuum cleaner or the vent fan when I'm cooking or the vent fan in the bathroom, he's like, it just drives him batty. He can't stand that noise. And so, yeah, to have something like this that doesn't make nearly as much noise is very, very good for him. Cynthia says, I really need to get that heat gun. Put it on your Amazon wish list for sure. Okay, next item on the Fab 5 list is something else you guys asked me about this week. We used these, and I've shared these a lot here lately, but the reason I'm sharing them again today is because we have a coupon code. So you can use the code Pumpkin Trio to get, I think it's 15% off these little markers. It's either 10 or 15. I never can remember how much the discount is. But you can get I think they sell them in packs of 30, which is what this is. Look how many colors you get. Or a pack of 15. And we've been giving away packs of these all week during our Pumpkin Trio workshop. And when I was doing my live Q&A the other day, I kind of demonstrated the difference in the sized strokes. Oh, goodness, I nearly popped my glasses off. See that skinny stroke right there in the middle, that blue one? That is the fine tip. That's what these are. These are the fine tip. That silver one is the medium tip. So depending on the type of brush or type of size you get, It's going to make different strokes. So lately I've been using these fine tip ones a lot, but the medium tip's great also. I'm not sure if Artistro sells a fat tip. I don't know what it's called, but in Posca pens, it's a 7M size. So I don't know if Artistro sells one that's 7 millimeters or not, but if they do, I would buy it. No, these are not on my website. These are on Amazon. And you can use a coupon code to get 10 or 15% off using the code Pumpkin Trio. Sam says I can't stand white noise. To Sue, this shirt is from Redheaded Camel's T-shirt club. Redheaded Camel. I've shared about her on here before. Let's see. What else? Is that all? Okay. That's all my Fab 5 items. So now we get to circle back and see if we can finish our foils real quick. Okay. So we put a really thin coat of glue on this. And one of the tips that I shared at the Southern Adornments live show in Dallas was if you're not sure if your glue is dry or not, first of all, if it looks kind of white or creamy, it's definitely not dry. This is completely clear, so I'm guessing it's probably dry. But just to test, I'm going to like stick my finger to it. That's what you want to happen. You want it to be sticky, but when you pull your finger away, you shouldn't feel any residue on your finger. And I don't. Like it's like touching a sticky note, right? The sticky note is sticky, but nothing comes off on my finger. So that's the trick. Okay, then you're going to get your foil. You're going to lay it on here. And then you're going to take something that you can like scrub or rub with. Jennifer Ferguson from Artistic Painting Studio does this a lot on her Facebook Live. And she always uses like a brush. The only problem is my toothbrush has these little rubber doohickeys on the side. So that's not really going to help. So what I'm going to do, another thing you can use is a, here, this might work, is use like a gift card, a credit card, or just something you can rub with. I'm going to try the bottom side of this paint. Like it's the bottom of a paintbrush. Just rub, rub, rub. That's going to take forever. Let me grab my little, I've got something over here that I can kind of rub it with. It's kind of like a credit card. It's like a plastic scraper. Oh, yes. This is going to be 10 times faster. So this is what we did at Southern Adornments Live. We all got out our hotel key cards that open our hotel rooms, and we rubbed like this. But you can you see how it's starting to change right here? It looks a little transparent. That's because it's let go of the material and it's holding on to the wood underneath now. And look, even if you get wrinkles like this, it's still going to turn out great. Don't worry about it. Just keep rubbing. See, it's starting to let go. I think I got it all actually. Making sure. Yep. Oh, look how amazing. It's like a reveal and an ooh and an awe moment every time I do this. I'm like, ooh, that's so cool. Look, and it's kind of got like a little bit of a metallic look to it. So now I could totally like take paint pens and I could maybe paint a snowman on here, or I could even do that with a brush, or I could write a word or a name, something like that. Sue says it seems to be kind of like a transfer. Yeah, it works exactly the same way as a transfer. Does it stay on if you put sealer over it? Yes, Tammy. Something I actually did a while back was I used these foils to foil my credit card. Not the back side with the magnetic strip, but the front side was just real plain, and I needed it to look different from my other credit card because both credit cards were blue. So I foiled one of them, and it has held up for like 2 years now. It's just now starting to try to rub off from so much use. So yeah, is this not awesome? So cool. So if you don't have any of these foils, let me show you what other colors I have here. I wanted to use the leopard print because of course, but I also have, look, I did stars on something one time. So even though this piece has been used, I can use it again and just kind of, make sure I use a different part of it, or I could cut that off. So there's silver. What else do I have? I also have teal metallic, another teal metallic. These are like two different shades of teal. It's hard to tell, but they are. And then I've got red sparkles. Wouldn't this be pretty on something Christmassy or patriotic? I've got 2 sheets of that. I did use it on something patriotic. Look at all the stars that I did. That was a while back. And then I've also got this real pretty blue with sparkles. I've got a mess on my table now. I'm showing you all of these. Silver with stars on it. Where do you get the foil? Artistic Painting Studio. I've got my link. Whoops, hang on. I've done something here. I was messing with something on my screen and I couldn't see y'all. I've got my affiliate link up in the description, so please use that link to go and shop. Oh, look, this is like a rose gold. It's hard to tell, but it says pink gold, so it's kind of like rose gold. And then you've got just like a classic gold. This is warm gold. I guess there's different golds. And this is like, what's this? There's a name on it. Bright gold. So bright gold, warm gold. To me, they look kind of the same. And sunlight gold. 3 kinds of gold. To me, they all look the same, but whatever. Leopard print's my favorite and always will be. I'm going to have a mess to clean up when I'm done. Any questions about the foil? Darby says, a trick I use is to paint the wood with a coordinated color before I glue it. That way, if I have a small spot that does not catch, you don't see just plain wood. That's kind of what I was trying to explain earlier, Darby, because even with like the leopard print, like when you hold it up to the light, it is somewhat see-through. Like I can see through it just a little bit. So if you were to like use this on top of like a red surface or a blue surface, you might have a red or a blue tint behind this if you didn't paint it tan first. So you kind of need to give yourself a base coat under whatever foil you're using. The glue that I used is sold on her website as well. It's her special formula. It's a foil adhesive glue. So when you buy some, definitely pick up some of this glue. I have tried other glues with it. None of them work as well as that one. Marie said, I found some foils in my art stash from the Love with the Star tutorial. We did this in the clubhouse a couple of years ago. And she even, Jennifer has done a couple of tutorials in the clubhouse for us. One of them, she taught how to do like a rustic sort of metal look on a milk can that had sunflowers in it. And so I actually painted the sunflowers and the design, and then I mailed it to Jennifer, and she did the foil part on the milk can and made it look like a rusty milk can. It was the coolest thing ever. Mary, yes, me and Whitney are very much alike. We both love all things leopard. Whitney is my sister-in-law. Can you foil on the foil? Yes. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to foil on the foil. Lots of people who do to make their own tumblers are using foils now. Do you follow Jennifer Radin from Canvas Sign Designs? She was at Dallas, and when she got home with the foils, she has been foiling on pumpkins. So, you know, like the cheap little pumpkins you buy at the Dollar Tree or at Walmart that are actually like a little foam pumpkin, you could foil those. I have seen them foil roller skates and shoes and the steering wheel of a car, like the craziest things. Pretty much anything you can slap glue on, you can foil it. So I'm always like looking around. I'm like, what else could I foil? What could I foil next? How do you store your foils? Sheila said, I don't really have a great method yet, Sheila, so I'm not the person to ask. I kind of just roll them up into one tube and put them away. But then when you need to get one out, I've got a mess. So, when will I get the $1.99, the $9.99 brushes back in stock? I'm not sure which brushes you're talking about. I'll have to go look and see which ones we're out of. Kelly says, if you're doing a Christmas ornament, would you do both sides with foil? Yes, I probably would. Yeah. And yes, you can paint over the foil. I don't remember that. What, you don't remember which cup it was in, big or small? I don't know what she means. Kristen's got COVID. Oh no. I hope you feel better, Kristen. A lot of people got COVID right now. It seems like they're not as sick as they had been, but a lot of people are catching it. Kim, it's pretty much the only glue they sell on their website. It's just foil adhesive, and it's made by their company. So use the link up in the video description to shop for your foils and grab the glue as well. Okay, before you go, I want to share the new designs we've released in the shop this week. They are all fall designs. If a couple of these look slightly familiar to you, it's because we took them and we made them new again by adding like a color mock-up and putting more lines on the original lasered design. Um, so we kind of upgraded them or refreshed them, if you will. But then some of these are completely brand new or have words on them where they didn't before. So if you want to grab these, they are half price between now and Sunday. If you're getting the template, 15% off if you're getting the wood blank. And of course, don't forget to add this one to your cart. The link for it's up in the description too, because I'm going to be painting this one live 4 times next week, Tuesday through Friday night. So mark your calendar. Each night I'm going to be live with you guys. And if you want to be notified every time I go live next week, if you don't want to forget, shoot me a text real quick. And if you're already on our texting list, of course, you don't have to do this again. But if you've never, like if you didn't get a text from me this morning letting you know I was going live for Friday Fab 5, then you're not on my texting list. So shoot me a text and we will text you next week when I get ready to go live each night to paint. And I would love to have you guys join Painters Clubhouse. We're opening it up on Tuesday. Like I said, there will be early bird bonuses if you end up joining the first night. Friday will be the last night, so it'll be open Tuesday through Friday. And of course, if you are a participant in our Pumpkin Trio workshop, you can join right now and you get all the bonuses. So hope to see you guys in Painters Clubhouse, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, y'all.